be so mad when they can't bother you. That's peace. Get you some. More of the story. Toxic girlfriends never say they don't remember. They just be like, wrong bitch.
What up, gang? What up, gang? I apologize for the slightly ashy camera view. Little technical difficulties. I'm going to figure it out, I promise, next week. But welcome to another edition of the Ant Money Experience, the podcast, unlike no other, greatest podcast in the world. Ain't nobody fucking with me, aka, what y'all niggas, like, y'all niggas in the podcast game, what y'all want to do? It's like, no, I always wanted to do that. But what up, y'all? Hope y'all enjoying your week. What up, Tiff? Shout out to everybody that's logged in the chat. If you in the chat, make sure you give a shout out. I don't like when it's ghost watches. If you here, let us know you here. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Hope everybody's having a good week. To my Muslim brothers and sisters, happy Eid. Unfortunate those events that took place in Philly yesterday, but not gonna let that overshine your beautiful holiday. I always think that it was a beautiful celebration. People getting together in the name of unity and love. I love that. One of these years, you're going to actually invite me to a celebration. Also, shout out to Luke, our content creator slash basically did the graphics for my show. But no, shout out to Luke, BEM family. Happy birthday, good brother. Happy C Day. Yam saying, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click that little button that's going to give you a membership so you can get this exclusive content coming. Good brothers and good sisters, we got a lot of good stuff coming. With that being said, shout out to the most dangerous podcast network in the game, the Big Exclusive Network. If you got a podcast idea, you're looking for a home, come on down to Death Row Records. What up, J. King? Brother and Shabazz is hilarious. But also, if you are on Facebook, make sure you share the podcast. Let's bring people in. What up, Ryan? Ryan, damn, this is my show. We ain't get there yet. Damn, nigga. But without further ado, a message from our sponsor. All right, gang. I did stuff a little out of order today, but if you are here right now, then you should be here on Mondays, tuned in for Melanated Vibrations with good sister Dom Godwin and Dusty Ass Sedaris. It's always a good time. Had some mental health talk, sprinkle in a little current events, and just bring out the mental health capacity, aspect of it. And then also, she likes to have her own little topics that she's been smoking lately. She got her short little mini series about trauma and different things like that she's been running. Took a little break, but she gonna be back soon. Also, if you are here on Monday, you should also be here on Tuesdays for the Big Exclusive podcast with Big Exclusive, Angry OG, and Top Flight himself. Without further ado, let me bring in, on that podcast, they like to, go off the rails. It's never going to stay on topic. And we always going to make fun of Big Exclusive eating ass. That's if you would like to be a co-host on the Ant Money Experience, inbox me, whatever royalty, or DM me. We're gonna get to you. If you would like to be spotlighted in the Ant Money Experience spotlight portion, make sure you do the same. Big Exclusive is always going to be made fun of his ass eating habits. But with that being said, let me bring up my special co-host for this evening. El Presidente, what up? How you doing? Hope you feeling better. What up, Nick? Welcome
Thank
back.
you, thank you.
Oh, you got that little Chung Lee thing going on. I liked it. Big exclusive. Show us your face.
Hey, Nikki. Big exclusive.
It's dark in here.
You picked a fine time to want to jack off. but
Yo. No.
First of all,
with that being said, let's jump into if it bleeds, it leads.
man, you got one coming.
I'm a little scared when people make threats like that, big explosive.
Yeah, boy.
All right, producer, bring up my first topic, please. Mr. C. That print is a little bit too small for me to read, but Mr. C was a DJ most notably known for discovering the Notorious B.I.G. as well as executive producer on his first album. He also was notably a producer on, I believe, Hot 97 at one point, and another station in New York at another point. He was also a DJ for, I believe, Big Daddy Kane at one point. So, hip hop legend, rest in peace, Mr. C. Unfortunate, we lost another one. Next topic, please. Rest in peace to Juice, Mr. O.J. Simpson himself. That was unfortunate. I've been a fan of OJ prior to the nonsense that happened. As a kid, I remember Naked Gun that he was in. That was a movie that I really liked as a kid. I mean, you know they're going to talk about the Nicole Simpson murder trial all day, but I don't want that to overshadow the greatness he had as an NFL player, also a Heisman Trophy winner. Rest in peace, Juice. I don't know. I got to like him a little bit. The last, I'm gonna say 6 months, he's been a guest host on It Is What It Is, the Cameron and Mix podcast, and it was good to actually see that. I mean, he's a normal person. So, rest in peace, Juice.
You know they always highlight the negatives.
Yeah, like when even that picture, that was the first one that I saw when it happened, and I was like, why do they just got to show him in jail? I want y'all to keep that same energy.
Because they can't give us no grace.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, he didn't get convicted. He was proven innocent, even though I think he did it. But yeah, I mean, that was years ago. He did his time. He came out. It is what it is. Give the man a break. Caitlyn Jenner said, "Good riddance."
That was love. That was love.
Say you next, Miss Doubtfire.
Yo, Mrs. Doubtfire was hilarious.
But that was low that Caitlyn said that. Yeah. Bruce, Caitlyn, that was low that they said that.
Yeah, I mean, you just mad that you got his leftovers.
Hey. Sloppy seconds.
But also, did any of y'all, well, I know Nick obviously not, but El Presidente, did you happen to feel the earthquake on Friday?
Honestly, I did not. I was driving and my daughter actually texted me from school and was like, yo, Mom, we just had an earthquake and the whole school was shaking. Did you feel it? I'm like, no, I didn't feel it the first, what was it? Like 5 years ago when we had another one? The first one?
I felt that.
My mom did.
And the apartment building I was in, I just heard all the pipes in the building like clinking, and I was like, "Is that an earthquake?" Then I'll never forget. I was in one of my grandmother's apartment buildings, and I had this older lady. She was in like her 70s, Miss Peaches. She called me and was like, "The building's shaking. All the pipes are shaking." Miss Peaches, love you to death, but what the fuck am I supposed to do about the building shaking?
Right? Yo, my mom thought it was the devil.
But
she was like, Tiff, oh my God, my bed is shaking. I said, well, I don't know. I mean, you do have an adjustable bed, like unplug it. Maybe something malfunctioned. She was like, no, Tiff, you know what I think it was? I said, what? I don't like to say it. I said, Mom, what you think it was? It was the devil.
Hey, yo.
That's,
Yo, I laughed so hard.
I definitely felt it, though.
Oh, you felt it?
Yeah. I thought I
It
was
was like
tripping.
hit or miss, and it was weird because I couldn't even place everybody. Like everybody wasn't around the same area that said they felt it, but apparently it went from somewhere in New England is where it started. I don't want to say upstate New York, but I believe upstate New York is where it started, and apparently it was felt all the way down to Virginia, and there was aftershocks and everything. But
You know what? Tiff mom might have been right. That might have been the devil coming to collect from the Patriots. All those favors.
Hello.
Are you there?
That's a real thing now.
Yo, wow, man. Listen, I don't fear stuff like that. I stay blessed up.
I don't
The devil
either.
want to come. The devil want
I'm
to
blessed
come.
by the
I'm
best.
gonna get these hands. But bring up my next topic, please, producer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only clips that I cared about. Pusha T and No Malice. I did not give a shit about the eclipse. You can take that down. How about you guys? El Presidente, did you check it out?
I did. I read up on it. Well, I mean, a lot of people that really know me in real life know that I'm very spiritual. So I read up on a lot of things like that. However, I don't fear shit. I mean, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. It's not like we can stop it. Just gotta let it happen. Just go on with our
I
life.
wish I was
Through our
like
life.
I wish I was like back in the day when the Native Americans thought that it was something eating the sun. That probably was a wild time in life. What about you, Big Exclusive? Did you check out the eclipse?
Nah, really didn't have any interest in it. I understand the rarity of it all, but I give two shits about an eclipse. Honestly, it just wasn't one of those things that I'm gonna sit back, 25 years from now and tell my grandkids I seen. Nah, I won't care that. I honestly won't. So
Wait 1 second before I get to Nikki. Big Exclusive. Bring up Ron's last comment. What up, Auntie Sugar? I know you're not saying that you don't know who Malice is. You know what, Ron? The more I get to know you, the more I be wanting to snatch your black card.
Violation. Flag on the play.
I mean, I even know who they are.
Ryan honestly don't know who they is.
That says a lot right there, because I saw the last show.
Right.
Crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
For sure. But what about you, Nikki? Did you get a chance to check it out?
I did. So I'm really spiritual as well, but I really do enjoy those things. That's like the nerd in me. So I did go up to my terrace. I looked at it. Kaden came home.
Glasses on or off?
I had the glasses. Which you can't see it. Well, you had the glasses on. And I was really excited. Kaden came home like, oh, let's go upstairs and look at it. And he was like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just cook some dinner then. But I enjoyed it. I liked it.
He said, yeah, Mom, I'm good.
He was like, I saw it on the way home from school. I don't need to go back up there. And I was like, oh, okay, well, damn.
Audience, did y'all tune in? How did y'all feel about the eclipse? Was it eclipsing for y'all? I don't know how else to put it. I saw great highlights from the news.
Solar eclipses happen all the time. It just depends on where you are. So I don't think it's
like all the time.
Yeah, like all the time.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I call BS.
They don't have it all the
just
time.
Like when did Owen Hart? When did that incident happen with Owen Hart? You had me Google.
Okay, next topic, please. Producer, can you bring up my next topic?
You're a real crumb bum. You know that.
Wednesdays especially, you set aside this time to inspire. And the reason why I ask about that, because I saw the post over the summer when you were on the red carpet, you did an event, and you posted a picture, and not everyone, people started to go into your social media and comment on your weight, on your slim figure. You disabled your comments.
I did.
Which I think is healthy.
Yes.
And it made me think about your Wednesday meditations and your mindfulness, because you always talk about keeping the negativity out, keeping those comments out. You clearly saw those comments.
Oh, absolutely. But where do you put them, right? Where do you, the negative feelings, the things that are not good, where do you put them? You try to bury them down in your person, and all that end up doing
Did you expect those? I mean, when you saw the picture of yourself, did you think, I look slimmer than I normally?
I thought I looked cute. Now, Cameron, look, I came here to be transparent, honest. I went through a divorce last year. Yeah. Anyone that's ever been through a divorce knows that divorce is hard. It's like the stomach flu. Like, you will be skinny afterward. Like, you drop a 200-pound person, you're going to drop at least 30 pounds. So for me, I lost weight just naturally going through life, and I found myself depressed. Before my divorce, through my divorce, trying to just navigate and rediscover, who am I? I'm not the wife anymore. I'm not someone. I'm someone's mom. But if I took the mom away, if I took madam away, if I took top model away, like, who was Eva? Yeah. Who am I? Yeah. And making sure that I prioritized knowing that character and building that character.
All right, so my question is, well, first of all, stress is the best weight loss plan ever.
Absolutely.
I do not encourage that, man.
I don't encourage it, but it works.
It's something, it's real. It's real.
It's definitely real.
So, Nick, I'll start off with you. How did you feel when you saw that video?
Well, I'm seeing it now. And I think that that's perfect for her. Like, I'm happy for her that she can identify that she was depressed, that she can identify that, like, you know, she had to just regain control of her life. That, like, breakups, divorces, long-term relationships, whatever, is very hard. And I think that the world has got to the point where they only point out the negative. I don't think that she looks bad. I think she looks great.
I've always had a thing for Eva.
Yeah, she looked great before she lost weight or whatever the case may be. But I think that the internet is so many, like, people that just want to spew negative hate when there's nothing negative with her picture. Like, okay, she lost weight, and almost every person who is overweight or, you know, don't really like their body want to lose weight. So what is the problem? Like, what's the issue? Right. So I'm happy that she identified that she was depressed and identify those things. And it looks like she's coming out of that. And I'm happy for her. I think that that's amazing. That's what my company is based off of, self-love. So I think that that's something that's simply amazing. And I'm super happy for her.
What about you, good brother? How did you feel when you saw the video?
Well, the first time I saw it is when you sent it and I had to edit it for the show. Honestly, I think all celebrities, first and foremost, know what they signing up for when it comes to becoming a celebrity, wanting to be famous, wanting to live that lifestyle and be in that business. It comes with...
Slightly disagree.
Okay. All right. I think all celebrities know what comes with being a celebrity from A to Z. My best advice would be to absolutely stay away from the comments. Your mental health should be the most important thing to you, because as actors and actresses and athletes, all actors or actresses will tell you when they have to perform, they become different people. It's not necessarily a switch, but they equate it to flipping a switch, right? And that's all consuming. If you want to be great at something, you want to be good at something, you end up putting everything you have into that thing. And some celebrities lose themselves in those things. So it's the point I'm trying to make is it's hard enough to excel and be top tier in whatever it is that you do. But when you add the ability for people, trolls to be more exact, to come into your space and say whatever it is they want, and you end up reading it, and that affects you in a certain kind of way, because most celebrities want the adulation. They want the cheers, right? They want the attention, right? Ultimately, you have to learn that when you get, or you have to know when you get in this business, you cannot get on social media to read the comments. For those type people, social media should be leveraged only to promote and give however much access you want to give. If you giving people pictures to comment on, they're going to comment good, bad, indifferent, and sometimes just plain old ugly. So you can't get caught up reading those comments and then taking them to heart. You're a celebrity. You know what you signed up for. Stay away from the comments. Post and go. Keep them off if you want to. But the point is, you share as much as you want, but just understand whatever it is that you share, you open it.
What about you, Presidente? How did you feel when you saw the video?
I definitely can relate. A lot of times I myself, when I'm going through something personally, I will completely just not log on to social media at all because I just need that breath of fresh air. I don't want to see the things that people are going through. I just don't want to see all that stuff because a lot of times it's negative and I need to cleanse my mental so that I can heal myself from whatever I'm going through. But in the same token, like Shannon was saying, like as a celebrity is something different. You definitely know what you sign up for. So when you're giving people access to your life, you have to understand that that's going to come with a lot of critique, whether you like it, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So it's up to you. And I'm glad she did disable her comments. It's definitely up to you to be able to control what you see. I think a lot of times they need to log off as well because they get so tempted in responding to a lot of negative things. That's not good mentally. Like regardless whether you're a celebrity or not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to maintain peace for yourself and your mental health.
So I agree. I understand, but I think it's unrealistic to just say, you know what you're signing up for, because looking at it from the outside in is completely different than actually experiencing it. I can see jumping in and you thinking one thing, but as you go in through the motions of actually living in those moments, I can see how that can be stressful. I think sometimes people take the human aspect out of these celebrities. They're still people too. I mean, I get that sometimes you excited to see your favorite celebrity, but if a guy is sitting there at dinner with his child enjoying a family outing, ask before you just run up and try to take pictures and stuff like that.
But that's not the mentality of people. You have to be realistic. This is the structure of what a celebrity is.
Realistic, like Tiff said.
I get that, and I get that. But people have to also realize they still human. So maybe I'm having a bad day, and I'm out with my daughter, and you run up on me, and I say, "Get the fuck out of my face right now! Don't you see me with my kid?" That's a human reaction.
But everybody doesn't understand that aspect, though. That's the thing. Yes, we're all humans. Yes, we all have those moments where we just want that time with our families. However, a lot of people are not mentally prepared to understand, okay, yes, this might be my favorite celebrity, or yes, I do see a celebrity. However, they're sharing an intimate moment with their family. I remember an Eminem interview where he said he was in the bathroom taking a shit and somebody was standing outside waiting for him to get an autograph. A lot of people don't have that mental capacity to understand, okay, yeah, this person is a celebrity. However, they need their personal space as well. They don't know how to differentiate that.
I understand kids, but adults, I'm not
adults. It's the adults. It's not the kids. It's the adults.
Exactly.
You see how people are with the Beehive, with Cardi B, with Nicki Minaj. These are adult people. These are adult people that have these fetishes for these celebrities that put them on this type of pedestal. They don't see them as regular people. Unfortunately, for adults, that is a sickness within their mental capacity that they don't see it any other way. So for you and I, for us here on this screen, we see it as, okay, they're just human beings, just like we are. So if we see them having a private moment, we're not going to bombard them. I've had my moments with celebrities where I've seen them in a private moment, but I'm not that type of person. I'm going to bombard anybody anyway, because I'm not like that. I'm not built that way. But a lot of people are not. They see that celebrity and they just have that fan craze. It's like, oh my God, I got to talk to this person. Whether you're taking a shit, whether you're changing a diaper, whether you're eating, whether you're at the doctor, they just want to be able to reach out and touch that celebrity because that's in their mind. I don't care what they're doing. They're on at all times. They're that celebrity at all times. And that's just not the case. But also in that same sense, the celebrity has to understand that as well. Everybody is not wired the same way. Everybody is not going to see them as a human person when they're in those moments, because in their minds, they're always turned on as that celebrity.
And these celebrities know that they're not it's not like a first generation. This is not like the first generation of celebrities. Like, you can't tell me in good conscience, and these people don't know what they signing up for. That's bullshit.
I'm not saying they don't know it, but you don't completely understand it until you in it. But that's not really what I took from that video. I was more or less looking at the fact that what I really felt the problem, because I think everything she said was very understandable. But the part about, I don't understand why people post and turn their comments off. I get that she was going through a moment. Take a break if you need to. But I think it's dumb to post and take your comments off. Whatever you putting out there for social media, you putting it out there for the world to receive. So when
it doesn't mean that she's putting it out there for. So she posted it and then she turned her comments off when her comments started coming in.
Why post it if you?
Because you post things because you want people to see, but you don't want them. She thought she looked beautiful. She thought she looked beautiful. She wanted people to, that's what social media is. You post your great moments. Everybody's not going to agree. So if I post a picture and it's mad people on my comments talking trash, I am going to disable my comments. That doesn't mean that I don't like my picture. I don't think that it's done for people to talk their comments. I don't think that is. I think social media is meant for people to put their life out there, but it does not always. You don't want to invite all that negative energy in. So she
absolutely.
If you don't want that type of energy, don't put that out there.
You just said that people are.
I'll give you.
You just said that they're human.
A scenario.
You said people are human. They're human. They take the human aspect out of it. So as a human who is not a celebrity, I post pictures for people to like. If I was a person that had 1,000,001 followers and they're talking trash about me, I'm going to keep the post up and still delete the comment for the people, or stop the comments for the people who do appreciate me. You can't in one breath say that they're human and then in another breath say, I don't know why they turn off their comments. That don't make no sense.
Talk that shit, Nick.
I'll give you a scenario, and I'm not a celebrity at all.
I agree, Tony.
However, with my type of job, I used to be in the forefront and people would see me every single day. I also, for my job, did a video that was out for the world to see. So for a lot of people that not only saw that video for my job and saw me on a regular basis and interacted with me, I would walk around downtown and damn near everywhere I went, oh, there goes such and such. Oh, that's the such and such lady. There go the lady that I just saw on TV, or there go the lady that I see every week. I was in an intimate moment with my children. And at the time, they were babies. And I'm pushing my babies in the stroller. And people are coming up to me, discussing certain things from my job, asking me questions about my job. And I'm not a celebrity. In my social media, I have people that want to befriend me because, oh, hey, you that such and such lady from that job, because they recognize me from seeing me on a day-to-day basis. That's exhausting. When you're just trying to have family time, you're just trying to have time, personal time. And people are constantly, I'm at the bank and people are coming up to me and I'm trying to make a transaction at the bank. And by far, I said, I'm not a celebrity. However, people know me because of my job and they just want to be able to have a conversation. That's exhausting.
It's not. With this newfound celebrity that I have, fans, when you want to come up and take pictures, I'm completely fine with that. If I'm eating, if I'm on a date, don't chill out, because I am gonna cuss you out because it really get like that. But fans, if you want to come up take a picture, I'm cool with that. But could you bring up the next topic, please?
James Crumbly, the first parents in the U.S. found criminally responsible for a school shooting committed by their child.
Guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
Guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
Their son, Ethan Crumbly, is serving a life sentence after he opened fire at Oxford High School in Michigan, killing 4 students in 2021. Earlier this year, 2 separate juries in back-to-back trials found Jennifer and James guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter in connection to the deaths of those students. Prosecutors argued the Crumbleys did nothing to secure the gun Ethan used and ignored signs of his declining mental health.
They could have prevented this shooting and saved these kids' lives.
State sentencing guidelines recommend a maximum of about 7 years in prison, but prosecutors are recommending 10 to 15 years, saying both parents have shown a chilling lack of remorse. James Crumbly is asking for time served, saying he was wrongly accused.
So, question, do y'all agree? So they each ended up getting sentenced with 10 years apiece. Do you agree or disagree with this particular sentencing? Or being charged at all?
I think they should be charged. Like they said, from the little bit that I've seen, was that a parent, I think I read a little bit about it where the little boy was like reaching out to them, like basically telling them that he was like depressed and all those things. And as an owner of a gun, you have to lock your stuff up. Point blank period. Whether your child is depressed or not.
That was his gun that he used.
Either way, they failed to secure it. Whatever. Lock your guns up. Like, one, I don't know why you got to bought a 16-year-old a gun. That's wild to me.
Well, you know what? I'm going to stop you right there for 1 second. So I was actually having a conversation with a buddy at work that's from the Midwest, and he was like, because we from the city, we look at that a lot different. But because, like, he said it's not unheard of for somebody like my uncle that passed away, for me to inherit all his guns, because I would go out hunting and stuff with him like that. You know, I think that's a little irresponsible, but that part is only like kind of foreign to us because we're from the city.
You can give a gun to your family member. I switched guns with my dad when I moved here. You can, as a family member, you can switch it. It's not a problem. But it is your responsibility to lock your stuff up and to have the safekeeping of these guns. And regardless if you have even all adults in the house, it's your gun. You should be locking it up. And giving a 16-year-old a gun is asinine to me, no matter what part of the country you're in. I'll give my child a gun if we're going out hunting at that moment. But when we come back in the house, we're locking it up for safekeeping. And if they disregarded his mental state. I know as my child, I don't let my child sit in his room for longer than an hour without me checking on him. You okay? What's going on? Let's talk about it. And apparently this kid was reaching out in whatever ways he was reaching out, basically showing like, it's something not right here, and y'all disregarded it. So you had a lack of care for your child, and these are the actions that stem from them. They all should be tried. So,
what about you, Tiff? How did you feel about that? Do you feel like it was necessary for them to be charged, and do you agree with the sentence?
Absolutely. I think all parents should be charged. To be honest, yeah. That's just. I mean, it's a responsibility you have as a gun owner to make sure your stuff is locked up. That's just, I agree, period.
So I definitely agree with the sentencing itself. I don't know. I felt like the father might slightly deserve a lighter sentence because when he realized that it was going, he took action. Now, unfortunately, it was too late, but I think he showed, like, regardless of him ignoring signs, I don't feel like he was completely negligent. Negligent 75%, but I feel like when he realized, like, oh shit, he reacted. What up, Mac? He reacted, and he tried to get.
You reacted too late. You reacted too late. Your child is telling you that he's been having problems all this time, and you happen. First of all, you happen to go look for this gun for whatever reason. So something made you look for this gun to see that this gun was not there. So no, I don't care if you called the police and said, "Oh, my gun is missing. My son took the gun." Whatever. You ignored all the signs leading up to that for whatever reason. That is a problem.
Very good point, and that's my thing.
It doesn't matter how you react. Like, oh shit, my gun is missing. My son got my gun. And he's about to shoot up this school. You react. You disregarded those 5-6 years of him crying out for help.
Absolutely. That's the thing. When your children come home from school. When your children come home from school, do you ask them, how was your day? What's going on in your life? Do you spend time with them? That's the thing about being a parent. You're supposed to know exactly what your child's mental health is. That is our responsibility. I know for me and for my child's father, we are always having conversations with our children collectively and separately, because we need to know exactly what's going on in their lives. How do you feel? What's going on? Okay, this happened. So how did that make you feel? We allow them the space to be able to be free with how they feel, so that we know how to guide them. And that's what we're supposed to do as parents. We're supposed to guide our children to make good decisions, to think about what's going on in their lives.
I definitely
Life be
agree.
life, and
I don't think it's completely an excuse to have tunnel vision. I could definitely see, like, I mean, life be life in sometimes. The biggest, well, actually, before I make my comment, what about you, Big Exclusive? How did you feel about it?
Oh, this story here warmed my heart to pieces, because I had said a long time ago, part of the mechanism we need to have in place, since the state and the government like deterrence so much, like not solve, not get to the root cause of the issues. They just want to keep putting mechanisms in place to deter crime, right?
Right.
So I had said a long time ago on my show, some of these parents need to be charged with these crimes and put it under the same conspiracy act.
absolutely.
And they be charged the same way. Now
I remember that show.
Or create a great point, Tony. Charge all these reckless parents. What
Absolutely.
I'm trying to say is, come up with a new law or a new statute that say, hey, parents, listen, because we had talked about this on the Safe Space for Men. Salute to Ryan. Salute to you too,
Shout
man.
out to
I feel like
Ryan.
that
He
was a
should be
great
joining
episode.
us.
I can't wait for that to come out. But the important thing I wanted to stress is, as a parent, if you're there, right? As a parent, we know our kids. And as our kids get older, yeah, they mature, yeah, they evolve. But as a parent who's present, who pays attention, you know your child. You know when something is wrong. These parents out here, because it started for me with the inner city crime and all these kids having switches. These kids range from age 12 to 19, got guns that are longer than them. They shouldn't be able to afford. And as a parent of a child, girl or boy, you see the changes in your kid. And those signs are fucking big red flags. Who they hanging out with, right? As a parent, I need to know who my kid's hanging out with.
Right.
What are the grades looking like? You can't take a honor roll student to them falling off the cliff. There has to be an explanation. Their attitude towards authority in the house is another big sign. Their eating habits, right? You know if your child starts smoking weed or not. The point I'm trying to make is, if you're a parent, you know your kid. You know when shit start to go left, okay? It's your responsibility as their parent to make sure you know where they are at all times. Every kid has a phone, every single one of them. That's a walk-in tracking system. So there's no excuse for you not to know where your kids are at all times. So for me, it's the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids aren't out here mass school shootings, shooting up the block, having shootouts in different neighborhoods. I say, come up with something similar to this where the parents get charged if your child is out here on demon time, as the kids would like to say. Because all parents have access to social media. You can't have social media if I can't access it. You can't have a phone if you don't want me to know where you at all times. And if you get your own phone and you want to live like that, you can't live like that here in my house.
Now I agree, and the one thing that I actually like about this is having a court ruling like this creates a precedent countrywide. So going forward, it's interesting the way this law would be used to charge people in the future, because I do think there needs to be a penalty. 10 years is fucking wild, but at the same time,
they should have got more.
Well, at the same time, those parents that lost their kids will never see their kids again ever. So
Exactly.
So I could definitely understand. But
and look at Flairway, a 15-year-old at the shooting at the Ede in Philly had an M16. How do you get an assault rifle at 15?
That's insane. That's insane. Like, come on, what are we doing? As parents, you don't notice this behavior. You don't notice change behavior.
Lay
You don't
says,
check
so
up on
y'all
your kids and see
comfortable
what
with
they're
being
doing.
charged of crimes? Yes. What if the parent isn't in the household? First of all, there has to
that's
be
a different. That's a different scenario.
But no, same for me. It's all the same, right? And
No,
because
it's not. Absolutely not.
Hey, listen, you got to let me speak for a second.
That's,
You can't just cut me
that's
off.
fucking
Bro.
insane.
No, listen. As you're not the custodial parent, right, Aunt?
Right.
You still consider yourself a great father, right?
I'm all right.
All right, but you know your daughter, right?
Right.
And if it's issues and red flags that your daughter mom is picking up and she picking up the phone and she calling you, I'm sure she's keeping you in the loop on your child.
Yeah, but if my daughter gets a hold of something and I'm not in a town to be able to know that she has a hold of it, because I can't walk through her room on a daily basis. If she goes off and commit a crime, I shouldn't be held liable for that, and I'm not there. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think if the parent is not, the thing about it is like, as a parent of a teenage, of a preteen or whatever, I try to be as in tuned in his life as possible, right? And like I do agree, like as a parent that's here all the time, you can see the signs. However, if something happened and Caden's dad is in Philadelphia, I don't think that he should be charged for that because he's not there. Although he may have, there may have been some conversations, there have been whatever. However, he's not 24/7, 365 the way that I am. Now, I do think that parents should be charged, God forbid, and I hope that I don't have to even be in that situation. But a parent who's not in the house should not be charged for the actions of a teenager when they don't have full control over that.
Respectfully, I disagree.
Well, we can all agree to disagree. Next topic, please.
Damn. What y'all got to say about that? Next topic.
Right, because I was going there with you. I was going to go back and forth,
Yeah.
Say what? Woman who underwent chemotherapy after being given 15 months to live finds out she never had cancer. Doctor congratulated her instead of apologizing. All right, take that down. When I saw this, I read into the story, and this lady had went to the doctor because she had some kind of like weird growth. So apparently they did some testing, told her that she had terminal cancer. She had 15 months to live. She goes back for another evaluation after going through chemotherapy, and they found out that she didn't have cancer at all. It wasn't a malignant group. Whatever. But she, for one, that's a hell of a malpractice suit. But do y'all have a mistrust for doctors and diagnosis?
Yes, because I listened to a podcast, and in Kansas City was a doctor or a pharmacist who was mixing the chemo drugs, and he was not putting the chemo drugs in the whatever the solution was. And problem, and then he got caught up, whatever the case may be. He was just taking money, stealing money, and people were saying, he was saying he was giving them chemo and wasn't. I think that you should always get a second opinion when it's something that big.
Second and third.
Yeah, because we put a lot of trust in doctors, but doctors are also human. And some doctors have, they're not so good people. And they got God complexes. Like if you watch what is that on Peacock now, Dr. Death, the guy who was just in people's bodies, fucking their bodies up, but he was supposed to be doing spinal surgery. Like, you have to get second and third opinions when things like that happen. That's sad that happened. I'm surprised that her body didn't react.
We only looking at like a snapshot, but The crazy part is she went into debt trying to pay her medical bills, and I'm like, fuck, I can't imagine you putting all this money out there only to find out.
But did he do that on purpose though?
Huge lawsuit. Regardless if she did it on purpose or not, that's a huge lawsuit.
Yeah.
Malpractice. You should know better as a doctor. And I don't want to say, like I always say, get a second or third opinion. However, you really can't put that on her. As a doctor, you should know better.
Yeah, and I don't get a little bit more research. I need to do a little bit more research on like when y'all why did y'all think this? Like, did the test come out that it was positive and then it was incorrect?
Why did you do a second test? Why did you get another opinion as a doctor? If you were unsure as a doctor, because a lot of times doctors are unsure too.
I don't know, like if this doctor was unsure, then yes, you should be asking your colleagues. However,
absolutely.
The test come out and say it was positive, and he went with that diagnosis. Or like, I think I just need a little bit more. It's a big gray area for me to comprehend how we got.
It is, and I really was just like curious. Like, do people naturally have a mistrust for doctors?
For my doctors, no, because I've been blessed to have really great doctors. However, I think when it comes to something as serious as this, as a human, me personally, I would get a second opinion and sometimes a third opinion just to be sure. Just to be sure, because things happen.
Bring up Tony's comment. Tony, I disagree with doctors being the top killers. I mean, are there some people that have ill intentions? Yeah, I could see that, but I wouldn't go as far as to say every doctor is a killer. I mean, there's some people that have honest intentions on getting into the medical field. Now, I mean, mistakes can be made, and it's unfortunate when it results in somebody losing their life, but I wouldn't go as far as to say doctors are top killers. But
a conversation I had with one of my doctors, he was telling me that a lot of private practice doctors have a lot of ill intentions because they, especially if people have really good medical insurance, they're going to diagnose you with a lot of things that you don't have, or suggest that you do certain things or have certain treatments that you don't need just so they can get that money. Because remember, every time a doctor writes a prescription, they get money, and also the government gets money. So you got to be careful of that.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff, a lot of what I try to tell people is medicine is not an exact science. All it is a process of elimination based on the talents and the skill set of whatever specialist it is you're going to go see. And a lot of times people don't realize every doctor or every person who is a doctor has a doctorate, went to college. That don't mean they were the top of the top in their class. You still got C and D student doctors out there who are treating people. And then you also have to realize that medicine, the pharmaceutical part of being a doctor, drives a lot of decisions that they make. A lot of that drives decisions that they make, from the type of drug they give you to the type of test they run. A lot of that shit is government subsidized, but also a lot of that shit is funded by pharmaceutical companies.
Wait. Bring up J. King, Mr. Playwig TV's coming up. Facts. Dinners are the same. Trying to tell me I need braces at 30. My nigga, we not comparing a doctor misdiagnosing cancer to dentist saying your shit is fucked up, my nigga. I wouldn't tell you to get braces at 30, but maybe go get an Invisalign. What up, Brandy? What up, Big Roll? But all right, that's enough serious shit. That was a little bit too serious. That was a crazy run of serious shit back to back. And let's have some fun. Next topic, please.
And just be cutting you off.
It's my show. I do what I want. Shout out to Ron. I actually reposted this before I found out that it was him. You get a Philly girl to be submissive, you just might have the ability to tame lions. This clip actually went viral. I think I looked on Twitter and X, and he was at like 3,500 reposts when I saw it. Shout out to Ryan, you made it. Now, to the comment itself, y'all Philly women could definitely be rough around the edges.
Fuck y'all. Like, absolutely not. Don't do that.
So y'all could go around saying, "Oh, don't mess with no Philly nigga. He ain't this, that, and the third." But the minute somebody give y'all an honest critique, y'all don't like it.
Because Philly women are amazing. It's y'all niggas that got problems.
Well,
don't lump us all together. That's not true.
Respectfully, I don't want to say that it's all Philly women, but the majority of Philly women are so jaded and so fucking mentally scarred by Philly niggas that they treat each one of us the same goddamn way. And it's not fair. It's not fair, but at the same time, these Philly women, a lot like the mouthpiece is so crazy.
I know, don't it be?
Both ways. You got a point, man.
I don't think that's not fair.
The mouth, look, that deserves a super chat.
I don't think that's fair to say because a lot of Philly.
Actually, I didn't really care about your opinion.
No. Philly, a lot of Philly men.
I just wanted to finish the thought right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Talk right quick. But I gotta attribute it. I gotta attribute a lot of what they go through and how they are to the way that these Philly men have treated them. Here's the caveat, though.
Okay.
And I say it all the time. Philly women like a certain kind of man, okay? And when they get those certain kind of men, they assume that they can change that man, that they only gonna be for them, that those type men don't have options. And when they find out the hard way that they do, that's when they become super jaded. The mouth gets super crazy. And at that point, you know, most other Philly men will pass on them because it's just too crazy. It's too much to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, yo, what up, Feast? What they said, what Ron said about Philly women and that post. What up, good brother? Welcome to the show, Ron Harrison, everybody. Congratulations on going viral this week.
Yeah, it don't count. I ain't get no money off of that.
I mean, it's a start. It brings attention. But I'm glad you came here to get your congratulations right before we changed the topic. Next topic, please. City girls continue to share words on X. Just got off the phone. Now we back to the internet. Now, I am all for the destruction of the city girls. City boys is up. Just wanted to say that. But I did want to take so just reading a little bit of the caption for that particular post. Apparently they had been having words back and forth. It's been a little weird and it's been playing out in public with them lately. But they had a phone conversation and then she came on the internet and started talking stuff about her. How do you feel when you and your friend have a disagreement and you gotta read about it on the internet? We'll start with you, Ryan. You just got here.
I feel like some people like I much rather say it in front of an audience directly to your face. So I kind of take that as a sign of respect because most people know if you say something disrespectful to me, I'll probably punch you in the throat.
Whoa, violence! Like it. Here for it. What about you, Nick? How do you feel when a person that it might not even be a scenario where you didn't know y'all had an issue. You're fully aware of your issue, but you see the person going online and subbing you. How do you feel when you see stuff like that?
I mean, I just laugh. I mean, I sub all the time, so I just kind of like laugh at it. Like, I mean, that's how.
So you can relate. You can relate to this.
How they get off is, how they get off is how they get off, and some people. Whoa. That's just that's just the way the world. I think for them though, I think that they had the conversation. JT went back, and then Young Miami was like, "We just had a conversation." And she said, she ended it. She was like, "This was before we had, this didn't post or whatever." And then right there. I think that again with this internet and this world, it's kind of just like this is a like whoever, depending on who you are, the platform for you to express. I've never really had that situation where my friends was like subbing me. I talk to all my friends directly. However, I have subbed a lot of these ninjas that I've been messing with.
Yeah, the internet just allows people to be as tough as they want to be.
Butterfingers, yeah.
There's a lack of people being punched in the face nowadays. That's
And,
why
and
people. That's
Ron's
why the
words,
world is the way
punch
it
the
is.
throat.
I'm not advocating for gun violence, but I think a nice punch to the face would do a lot of people some good. How about you, Tiff?
For me, my friends and I, well, we're of a different age, so if I have a disagreement with a friend of mine, I talk it out. We call each other on the phone and we talk it out that way. We don't go to the internet. Now, there has been situations where someone I was dealing with would say something crass on the internet, and me being a Gemini, I must oblige. I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts.
Yeah, y'all Gemini's definitely low below
Unfortunately,
the belt.
I mean, I've learned my lesson with that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to entertain it because I've learned that when you ignore people, it hurts them even more to ignore them versus going at them and allowing them to see that you actually do care. I don't give a fuck. And that's why
What
I tell you, I don't
about
give
you?
a fuck about me not answering.
What about you, Big Exclusive? You ever went online and was scared to tell somebody something, so you subliminally made a post about them?
No, bro. I'm normally in the space where the people I hold in high regard can pick up the phone and have that conversation with me. Anybody else, I see it. It can't be about me. It can't be about me. So I ignore it. I don't pay the shit no mind. I laugh. If I know we just went through something and I see something on the internet, I laugh and keep it pushing. I act like I ain't even see the shit. Because the people
No.
whose opinions matters can pick up the phone and
Yeah.
call me if we have a disagreement. Anything other than
Yeah.
that, as my man would say, is uncivilized. And I'm very
Yeah.
civilized.
If you talking shit about me online, I'm gonna get on that line and say you was looking for me. Here I go.
Yeah, you
So
gotta catch the pause.
Nah, because I see it play out all the time. Because people will say something about somebody, then that person would come on and be like, just add me next time. And they be like, yo, I wasn't talking about you, but if the shoe fit. So it's some coward shit. And at the end of the day, I ain't got time for that, man.
yeah,
Shoot gonna
if
fit
you
up your
gonna do
ass.
that, put a name on the bullet. But
Right, exactly.
next topic, please.
Where was we at? Okay, this is a video.
World want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers that ever touched a Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bro, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. I say all that to say it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my really didn't feel no way. And if he did, I got my chin out. Take your best shot and take that chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like, forgive me for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man.
What a bitch ass nigga. I have never seen some bitch shit like that in my life. You made it.
This is not hip hop, okay? That was some corny ass shit. Nigga, you deliberately wrote them bars, deliberately went to the booth, recorded that shit, and then put it out to the world. You got to stand on that shit now, okay? Ain't no public apologies for no hip hop sparring. Hip hop is competitive. The shit was built on motherfuckers battling in ciphers and on wax. I don't think this big three with J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake is the softest big three we ever had in hip hop. So it was never going to get to violence. It was never going to get the guns. So at the end of the day, we like the competition. Throw them shots. Lyrically spar. You think you the best? Put that shit out there. If it's that serious, do a pay-per-view. Get in the ring and then shake hands like men. Nobody on the planet think Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole gonna get into some gangster shit like Biggie and Pop. No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
At the end of the day, nigga, don't go in there and record it if you ain't gonna stand on it. It don't mean they can't be friends. It just means to the world right now, this is how it's going down. You threw your shot, I'm throwing mine back. Who better? That's all it's about. Everybody in hip hop think they number one. You should rap that way. You should present that way. And if a nigga diss you, you should diss him that fucking way. Diss some bullshit.
I don't think that was worse than what Drake said.
Now, as a man, I respect what J. Cole did, but this is
definitely.
You saved that shit for afterwards.
That was definitely grown man shit. That was grown man shit. However, that was worse than what Drake did. That was worse than Drake's response.
Nah, Drake responded the way you should if you competitive. Don't say my fucking name. Any podcast.
Drake is a nut. He's a nut ass dude.
You getting bored. So when Lace, shout out to Lace. He made a post and was like, J. Cole got to take this L. So I'm like, what happened? So I went and did my research. I came across this video and I'm like, nah, this is fake. Nah, it's a voiceover. They getting good with this AI. That was some weird nerd shit. We are in a competitive field, and for the last 3 years, you have been saying I am the greatest MC in the game right now. Nobody is fucking with me. I'm number one. And you think for a second that somebody was going to sit on the sidelines and just accept that? Now, also, I heard a deep dive about the song First Person Shooter. And apparently Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be on that song, but declined for whatever reason. When you break down J. Cole's verse, there's some like subtle shots in there. And you throw shots and expect people not to respond back. Like, I hate people that throw rocks and hide their hands. I hope from what I hear, Kendrick Lamar is amping up and has a crazy distance for Drake as well as J. Cole. And I hope he flames the shit out of J. Cole. Don't diss me and then get ahead by saying, no, I respect you. No, I respect these bars I'm about to throw at you.
So maybe I'm confused. So, because I didn't listen to it, because that's not my thing. But is he dissed him and then J. Cole or whatever the other guy, Kendrick, never came back and dissed him back?
No, what happened was
Kendrick dissed Drake and J. Cole, saying ain't no big three, is big me. It was a couple other Jones. I ain't gonna get too deep in it. Okay. And JK Playwave, I see what you said. K Dot is man. First of all, Kendrick ain't stupid. Kendrick, one of those MCs who studied hip hop thoroughly. Okay?
Absolutely.
Just because he threw that shot, he knew J. Cole was his man before he threw that shot. He fully expect Cole and or Drake to come back with a diss. That's why he was gearing up. That's why he was prepared, because when you throw shots at this supposed king, you better not miss. Okay, so at the end of the day, K-Dot ain't on no type shit where they can't be cool no more. These is not them type MCs like Biggie, Pac, Hov, not even Hov, Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, Styles P. Like, these ain't them, Mace Cam. These ain't them type rappers, man. These rappers is, I don't want to call them soft, okay? But they not the same type time.
No, they are so.
Type damage that type rap can have on people. But these dudes are lyrical beasts, with the exception of Drake. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Lyrically, to me, Drake super basic, bro. In my opinion, it's mine. I'm carrying it. But Cole and Kendrick, they probably two of the best lyrical dudes that ever blessed the mic. Cole, he disappointed me with that one. because I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get what you guys are saying. Okay, I thought it was nice.
When you get on the basketball court, right? And if me and you play the pickup game and we on opposite teams, nigga, I'm guarding you and I'm hacking you if I have to. But that don't mean we not gonna be cool after the game. We not gonna dap it up and go have a drink. This is friendly competition. It's this generation of the top 3. It's friendly competition. K-Dot probably took it that way. Cole copped the fucking plea and bitched up for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that was.
This is his 3rd time doing that. He's this Kanye. He's this Wale, and he has this way of dissing them and saying, "But you still my brother. I still appreciate you." No, don't say my fucking name. If I'm your brother and you put my name on wax, we're going to have a friendly battle. Then we might. It ain't going to be no beat where I'm gonna pull up like, "Yo, you said my name." But if you throw some shots my way, I'm gonna say, "Damn, you ain't even warn me." That's cool. Take these shots back. But never am I going to apologize. When you threw that rock back and then you got disrespectful, I appreciated it. But the fact that you copped the plea to try to get ahead of him responding was nutty. If you had second guess, because from what I understand, it seems like somebody put a battery in his back and he went after him. But you opened it. You opened that door. If you are running around and saying I'm the best and nobody is fucking with me, when somebody comes along and say, I think you're slightly mistaken, and this is why, you have to take what comes with that. I don't like this world that we live in where nobody's a loser. It's all everything is a competition. And if you ain't in it to win, sit on the fucking sidelines.
I agree with that. People is soft now. They have, the second place, you're a winner. No, it's a winner and a loser. It's first place. That's it.
And the immortal words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. Goddamn.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. All that Highland.
I forget his name, but James Harrison. He played for the Steelers. He was a linebacker. His he was a backup quarterback for the Steelers. He had a football camp. So James Harrison brought his son there, and it turned into like at the very end a competition. And at the very end, all the kids got trophies. The people that won got like a bigger trophy, and the other kids got other trophies. He said he was riding down the expressway, and he told his son, like, "You proud of this?" His son was like, "Yeah, I tried hard." He took it, and he said he threw it out the window on the expressway, and his son was like, "Why you do that? Just because you try hard, you still didn't win. You could give your best effort and still lose, but everybody is not a winner." And the fact that society is moving towards that is crazy. I never thought that I would see this play out like that with J. Cole. I've been looking for them to clash for a while. I've seen people calling this event happening for like 5 years. The fact that it finally happened and you copped the plea, yeah, you know what, J. Cole, you're a crumb bum. That's how that's going to go.
That's so crazy how people's
You're a
perception
crumb
of
creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
It's okay not to win. That makes you stronger. That makes you try harder. That makes you go. That just makes you go back and think about, okay, what can I do now to make myself better, to build myself up?
Yeah.
Wait, Nick, because you sound like you was going to say something.
I was just saying how it's crazy how people's perceptions are completely different because, I don't listen to their music. But when he apologized in a way, he was just like, that's just not where I am. And, that's just not where I am spiritually or whatever. And it didn't align with who I am and where I'm going. I kind of just was like, oh, that was dope that he kind of like took a step back and realized that that's not the person that he was. But listening to all of this, I see that it's a lot deeper than that. So
like a transparency.
As men, we respect the growth and the maturity and the selfward or the inward reflection, but at the same time, like I said earlier about celebrity, he a rapper. You know what this game is. He's a rap historian as well. You know what this game comes with. You know, at some point, if you keep running around saying you the top guy or you the best, somebody's going to come challenge that.
Absolutely.
Every generation and every iteration of hip hop went through this same exact thing. Nobody wants anybody to get killed or get hurt. We want to hear the lyricism. We want to hear the cleverness.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition. That's
don't
it.
All of us. I don't want to see nobody get killed, but I definitely would appreciate somebody getting hurt. I love a good fight.
Boy,
Also,
just be saying shit. Like,
also J. Cole. I mean, Kendrick Lamar on his last album had a song about his trans aunt that he grew up with. He was really close to her. Never knew that. I mean, he couldn't formulate what was going on, but as an adult, he realized that his aunt was trans. J. Cole made a bar about that in one of his songs. Don't come to me talking about you fucking apologize now. Take these fucking shots back. Pause. But that's how I feel like. Yeah, I miss the competitive nature. People everybody want to be too friendly nowadays. But
it's one extreme to the other. Like in the top, the shit is soft. At the bottom where the drill music is, you scared to even listen to it or even want to support that because you know somebody died or fitting to die behind these bars.
Absolutely.
That's kind of different.
They take it too far.
I'm not even touching that subject. But next topic, please. Shout out to Dawn Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Pause. They are the women's NCAA champions. Who got a pit bull in their house? Oh, that must be Nick. But shout out to Dawn Staley, Philly legend. I just personally like to highlight anytime we see somebody from Philly doing good because we really can't. We really get the light shined on us for all the negative stuff. Like even that shooting at the id yesterday made national news, which was insane. I was getting a play-by-play from Virginia about something that happened in Philly, but whenever somebody from Philly does something great, I'm definitely always going to highlight it. J. King, hold your horses. But I would say shout out to UConn, but I don't really care for the UConn Huskies. Also, the men's tournament was very boring. The women really showed out and did it big this year, and shout out to that. Also, shout out to the New York Yankees, my squad, #1 in the MLB right now. Sixers, we holding on for dear life. Let's make it to the playoffs and not be in the play-in. I would appreciate that. But y'all know how I like to end my "If it bleeds, it leads." Producer, drop that funny video.
The perfect son. Does he drink alcohol? Never. Does he ever come home late? Never.
Does he get a biscuit? Never.
The perfect.
That did make me chuckle.
That's out of
pocket. Was that the drawing I sent to you?
That's out of pocket.
I think so. I saw it and I died. Because I was sitting there and as I'm watching it for the first time, I was like, so what you care? Who carry your son a fucking goody two shoes? He don't. First of all, I don't trust adults that don't drink. Now, if you quit because of whatever reasons, that's fine. But you've never been a drinker. You don't currently drink. You weird. You gotta have some kind of vice, or you working for the feds.
A person.
But when he got to the very end, he was like, "And he not getting no bitches." I loved it. Actually, my favorite video for the week. I actually had another video in place. When I saw that, I was like, "Nah, I gotta play this one." But that concludes "If It Bleeds, It Leads." Ladies and gentlemen, damn producer, let's jump into that lounge talk. So, before I jump into lounge talk, y'all know how I like to do. I like to have a little, a little water cooler topic. So I was watching a podcast the other day, and the young lady said that she had a segment that it was kind of dope, and I feel like we can all relate to it. Forgive me, my wine didn't open all the way. I'm going to walk away in a slight second to fix that. But before I go, ladies, also big exclusive, and also audience, if you could deliver a message to your ex, what would it be?
Suck my dick.
Whoa.
Wait, who said that?
Me.
Nikki,
that was Nick.
First of all, Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check something. I don't think you got a dick, miss.
I was with a female. You can buy one.
But you can't say that if you don't have one.
And
you can say suck my titty.
Nope, I can say suck my dick.
That is what to your ex?
Yes. Fuck that bitch.
Wow. Tiff?
I wish you prosperity. I hope that you're happy. No ill will, no hard feelings. I wish you luck in all your future endeavors.
That's
Go
so
ahead and
much.
do what you do.
I love that for you. That's so much.
Damn.
Nah.
Okay, I'm back. Damn, Nikki, you came in hot, didn't you?
Yeah, because you already know. I had the same feelings as El Presidente at times, and then there are some other times where I'm like, this bitch.
El Presidente probably said something real positive, right?
Yeah, and I love that. I'm trying to channel my inner Nikki because that's 98% of my life is that, but that other 2% it'd be.
I mean,
so I think,
right
there. Life needs a healthy.
You have to understand that the energy that you exude is what you bring back into your life. Don't wish anybody any negative or ill will, because you're just projecting that to yourself. Whatever happened within your relationship, if it ended on a negative note, it just was what it was, and that person was not for you, and it's okay. You just wish them well.
I'm gonna hit my ex with the hey big head.
No, I truly believe that. I do.
You ain't say which one, okay?
What about you, Ryan? What you want to say to your ex? I know Ryan gonna come in hot. Oh.
You absolutely right. I agree with everything you said. With that being said, to my ex, I can't wait to see you at the theater. Bitch.
Oh, Ryan, we didn't hear anything.
That's a word you said.
But to my ex, I would like to say I heard you doing bad. Glad to hear that. I don't really wish you the best of luck the way they saying. Cause me, I'm gonna be all right. I'm blessed and highly favored. But you always like to play the victim and cry about situations you put yourself into. That's what you get, bitch.
Yo,
and I would appreciate.
I can always count on you. Can always count on you, boy.
This why
I would appreciate it if you gave me my T-shirt back, because we not going back. And I really like that T-shirt. I really did.
You want that shit back though?
I want that shit back. I'm gonna wash it. I don't hold connections to people and things. I want my shirt. I don't give a damn about that girl.
You are.
And I can't find it. That's why I want it back.
I can count on you, and I know if I would have heard Ron, I could have counted on him for something crass.
But yeah, fuck that bitch. And the funny thing is, my friends know who I'm talking about.
Fuck that bitch.
But with that being said, let's jump into my lounge talk topic for this evening.
My little sister came to the family party with some old nigga. My sister's 21, so she thinks she's grown now. The nigga was 39 years old. My family was acting like it was all good, but I was ready to beat old head the fuck up. I asked, what was his intentions with my sister? He says he really loves my sister and he's there for her and my niece. My sister jumped in a man-to-man conversation talking about she a grown-ass woman and she could do whatever the fuck she want because she's a mother and got her own apartment. Trying to play me because I still live at home, but I'm in college. This bitch thinks she's so independent. I want y'all to keep it real with my little sister since she don't listen. UGB and Dev know what it's like to be old niggas, and y'all can't wait till y'all burnt out and then go ruin some young girl's life. Wasting her time after already experiencing shot. My little sister needs you, nigga. My little sister needs to be with a nigga her age. That shit ain't cool. Can y'all keep it real with the young girls about y'all old niggas who still think y'all got it?
Let me tell you something.
We gotta address
shot.
Before we jump into the topic, producer, could you bring up Playway TV's comment? Give me that beat fool was a full-time jack move. I don't give a fuck if it was your topic. Nigga, I will remix a topic with you in it if I want. This is my show, nigga.
Oh wow.
But
fighting words in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Nah, you know, J. King gonna take the J. Cole approach. No, that's my brother. Man, fuck out.
Man,
Say no, J. King. You know it's all love. But big exclusive. I'm gonna start with you, Pauls. Now, if your sister, because you have a younger sister as well, correct?
I do.
Or are they both older?
Twin sisters, actually. Yeah.
Oh, so and they're both older, correct?
No, they both younger than I am.
Got you. Okay. So your sister shows up to a family event with some old nigga. Your sister is all of 21, 22. This nigga is clearly 40. She done told you about her dude, but never told you how old he was. How do you feel seeing that man walk in there? Are you approaching him to talk? To like pull him to the side?
No, because a few things, excuse me, a few things had to happen for him to be in this situation, right?
Okay.
Number one, the sister ain't having no conversations with him about her man because she probably know he a fucking idiot, okay? Which that's what it sounds like to me. He a fucking idiot. Like, just at the end of the day, she grown, mind your business. Now, here's what I want to say about that age gap in that relationship. Number one, personally, this day and age, I wouldn't want my sister dating somebody her age, right? Because I feel like most of these young guys are immature, too busy in the streets, do not have it figured out, ain't looking to figure it out. I'm thinking, oh, hey, he 40, he got his shit together. He know what he doing in life. He already got a career, and at the end of the day, he probably financially stable enough to take care of the sister and the niece. See, what happened is she was dating somebody her own age and ended up with a baby and by herself, which gave old head the space to come in and actually date the sister. Now, if he's treating her, now I'm gonna pull her to the side. Yo, how he treating you? Are you happy? Do you feel loved? Do you respect your house? Do you respect your daughter? Is he taking care of y'all? And the answer to all those questions is yes, I'm minding my fucking business.
So you're not approaching him to have a conversation at all?
No, not unless she say she not happy enough. No, I'm not approaching that man. If it's just to make an introduction, yes. Anything beyond that, I'm minding my fucking business.
Okay. Tiff, first of all, how do you feel if you show up to the cookout and your brother approaches with this type of aggression?
Look, he feels how he feels, and that's it. But I know as far as with me, I do have a younger sister. Me personally, like I definitely agree with what Shannon is saying. However, there's another side of that coin as well. I've heard a lot of males, and I know a lot of males who, I won't say prey on younger girls. However, they prefer younger girls because they can manipulate the situation. They feel as though younger females will tend to them a lot more because they will listen to what they have to say. Whereas though an older woman has their own opinion, they won't fall for the bullshit. A younger woman will. So that's like a
girls, Tiff. Now you bluffing on you double speaking now.
No, seriously, that's like a catch-22.
What you said too. I want to get everybody.
No, seriously, that's a catch-22.
Okay.
Like that's a catch-22. Like there is that one side, and there's another side where there are older guys that do prey on younger women because they can manipulate them, whereas though they can't do that with older women. Older women ask questions. Older women have lived life, so they're not going to fall for the okie doke.
But it's not about falling for the okie doke.
One second, big exclusive. Before we get your take on that, Nick, what about you? How do you feel about that? You as the sister, how do you feel first and foremost?
As a sister, like I would ask my sister, like, what's up?
No. You're the sister that brought the date to the cookout.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Like, how do you feel seeing that reaction?
Yeah, my baby was 10 years older than me. So at the time, you couldn't really tell me nothing. It was just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. And they voiced their opinions. I mean, they were absolutely correct. At the time, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm grown. However, I feel that as a 36-year-old woman now, I would never talk to someone 10 years older than me. We have nothing in common. And I do agree you have 20, because the girl was 21 and he was almost 40, right?
I think he said he was 40, yeah.
Yeah, almost 20 years her senior. What do you want with her? What do you want with her? And I don't want to hear, oh, she mature. Oh, this, the guy is financially stable. The guy is this. There's a reason why he went 20 years his senior. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
And that's nasty to me. Because when you were 20, I was in fucking diapers.
Well, before
I lived it. I lived it.
I feel that looking back, being 24, dating a 34-year-old man, at that time you think you grown. You like, all right, whatever, this is what it is, blah, 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 blah. But he low-key was like Brian was saying, trying to control, trying to manipulate, trying to do these things. Now, I'm gonna say out of all of the older men in my life, or that I know who have had relationships with these younger people, did not have the best intentions. Like they were like, oh, she's easier to control. I can put her in a house, or I can give her this money and I can do this, and I'm going to build the woman that I want. And that's unfortunate because someone at 40 years old, 21, y'all not listening to the same music. Y'all don't have the same outlook on life. You are way more experienced than this child.
Because y'all even grow up on the same fucking cartoons. Like, come on.
So
like
what?
She's a child to you. And you can say, oh, she 21, she grown, she this, she that. At 40 years old, talking to a 20-year-old, she barely out of fucking diapers to me. Like
she doesn't know who she is yet.
And as an older sibling, to go to a man talking that's 40 and my sister is 21, what's your intentions with my sister? Ain't no shit intentions with my sister. Why the fuck are you here? Because it's fucking disgusting. Personally. So I don't agree with it. I will never agree with it. I think that you should date within your range, maybe 3-4 years. I'll give it maybe 6. But absolutely not 41. That's utterly disgusting.
So go ahead.
Wait. Time out. Before we go any further, producer, drop the link because I want to know what y'all got to say about that.
That's utterly disgusting.
Do that to manipulate.
I came here to play with y'all. God damn it, I'm not. I feel like this one's gonna get a little violent. Let's go.
So at the end of the day, we talking about a group of women in our community that are raised a certain kind of way. And what way is that? That is
in our community. You talking about in a Black community?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with that.
I don't think this has to do with race at all. Every race, there are men who date younger women. If she was 21 and he was 29, I would be like, whatever, like whatever. He is 40 years old and she is 21.
So this argument is kind of crazy to me, right? Because in our community, women are raised a certain type of way, and that's to be independent. And that's not to rely on a man for nothing. They're taught not to be manipulated because they don't need a man for nothing, right? Here comes this older gentleman. Say what you will about the age gap, but at the end of the day, the young lady is grown and she's making the decision. A lot of women.
She's not grown. Why do y'all keep saying it? 21 is not grown. 21 is a legal adult, but 21 is not grown.
You don't even know who you are at 21.
So you can't make the same argument about 21 not being grown. You could say 21 is not mature, but you can't say 21 is not grown.
Would you date at the age right now? Would you date a 21-year-old?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
But that's also, I want to get back. I want to say one thing
before the point, though. Hold on, that's beside the point.
Why wouldn't you date a 21-year-old though?
You missing the fact. You missing the fact that it does not matter what I would do. We talking about this specific situation. The girl bought him. Clearly, she's happy. He's doing something for her. People keep talking about younger women being manipulated, and I'm like, how? At 21, you don't know what the fuck it is because you're not mature enough. If somebody giving you an outlet, if somebody giving you some guidance, who the fuck at age 45?
Would you like your daughter at 21?
We're not going there. We're not bringing kids into this.
If she needs some direction and she needs some correction, is that manipulation or is that me teaching?
Well, one thing I want to go back to, big exclusive. I think it was insane that you said that you would rather her walk in. What up, J. King? I think that it was insane that you said you'd rather her walk in with a 40-year-old than somebody her age. That
Absolutely.
was wild.
Absolutely.
That's
Every dude and every
need
dude
those
that's in
experiences to grow. You
But
need those experiences to grow.
But you didn't bring up what I said after that, though. And you can think
what
it's
was
insane.
what was the comment after that?
And you fixated on that. I had said after that, I'm going to my sister. Are you happy? Does he respect you? Does he respect your child? Does he love on y'all? Does he take care of y'all? If the answers to all those questions is yes, then at the end of the day, I'm fine with it. Because 21 and 21, what do you get? More single parents the fuck out there. At 21 and 21, yeah, you grown, but you're not mature enough, right? That's what you just said. So you want two immature people walking around procreating, and at the end of the day, you end up with the system that we have today in the community.
He can get her.
So she can't procreate. So that 40-year-old man, it's impossible for him to procreate with her?
Huh?
He can have a baby with her and leave her. I just feel like the age gap. 21 is grown. You can do what you want to do, regardless. Everybody's gonna do what they want to do. However, the age gap of a 40 and a 21-year-old is utterly disgusting. You have nothing in common with this child. When y'all sitting here, what y'all talking about?
Why do you keep saying utterly disgusting? Like,
because it is disgusting.
About that. As somebody who dated somebody 12 years your senior, how are you so utterly disgusting?
I said 10, number one, and that was disgusting. In my 36-year-old life now, going back thinking that, what the fuck were you doing with me?
And who exactly did you listen to? Did you listen to your big sister? Did you listen to your big brother? Mom, dad, uncle, aunt, any of that?
I said that. I said I was going to do what I wanted to do regardless.
How can you be so
that's veering off of the question at hand. Was the brother wrong for his approach? Because I feel like one, the brother is looking at it like you already made fucked up decisions. Let me check his temperature, because she obviously must not be good at decision making. That's what I took from that. And let me see what he about, because why are you 40 with my 21-year-old sister? You have a lifetime more on this earth than her fucking age. That is wild to me.
So what?
That is wild to me. Why are you not looking at nobody in your age group?
What if he was dating them too?
I don't think 10 years.
I don't a better prospect.
I think that after 25, I don't think anywhere that is 10 years older is quite that bad. I think it's a little weird, but I think after 25, the 10 years gets more understandable. But the fact that he was 20 is fucking insane to me. I don't see 20 years being acceptable until you like 40.
That is a bit. That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
I think 20 years is insane, and I don't think the brother was crazy for. Now I don't know if at the cookout it would be the right time to like want to like rumble him. I'm not trying to rumble nobody in front of grandmama unless it's like utter disrespect. But I think walking up to him and saying like, "Yo, good brother," so like, what's going on? That's one of the few times I can see walking up to somebody and saying, "What are your intentions?"
I mean, I dated somebody 10 years older and I'm 41. And I mean, the manipulation was still there. Like, he tried it. But again, I'm a 41-year-old woman. That shit wasn't going down. Now, had I been 30, 20, then yeah.
Y'all say that. Like, they just run around and don't know no better.
And that's the thing. I can't say all
of them who gonna look out for them. Like, that's
I can't say all, but the vast majority, you are in an age where you can be manipulated by someone who is 20 years older.
Y'all both trying to figure out life? That's crazy to me.
I don't think that's crazy.
That's wild to me.
The manipulation factor is there. 20 years older, he has lived.
Can you give me an example of this manipulation y'all keep talking about? Can you give me an example of this manipulation?
He has lived life.
Give me an example of the manipulation.
You cannot sit here and tell me
this. Why you want to? She's 21, right? She living life, whatever. I don't know this girl, but whatever. She's 21. We're going to say she's a normal 21-year-old girl. She got 21-year-old friends. She likes to go out. She likes to do this. She's in the house with this guy, 40 years old. Why you want to go out, babe? Why don't you just stay in the house with me? I mean, we could. This your family right here. Why you want to go out? Simple stuff like that. Now, I don't know if that's their relationship or not. I don't know.
And what I'm saying is
these things. Yes.
Meanwhile, he out doing whatever he want to do.
Hold on. That's manipulation.
when you're trying to stop her from when you're trying to
from
stop
living, from
like,
enjoying life, from experiencing
life because this is what they'll say. This is what they'll say. Oh, I lived it. And people say it even now when I'm 36.
That's my point. You could date
36.
somebody now who would prefer you not to be out with your girls all the fucking time. That's not manipulation. That's a preference.
Yes, that is.
She could decide to. Now, if he's stopping her from going out, that's something different.
Okay, I think
give me an example.
That's not an example of manipulation. Everybody time out. Everybody time out because Jay King has been sitting here waiting for a minute. I just want to get his comment.
Give me an example.
So my bad, y'all. I really chimed in for the Kendrick, y'all.
You talking to a prison toilet?
Huh?
What you say? To a prison toilet?
Huh?
Oh, all right. That sound better. It sound like you was on one of them toilet bowl prison joints.
You hear me better now?
Yeah.
All right. My bad. I came to chime in on the Kendrick topic, but I talked about this on my show 2 weeks ago. So basically, to what Ant's question is, as the brother, I can understand that he's upset. But as a man, he can't respond emotionally just because of an age difference. So, like he said, like Big Exclusive said, or both of y'all kind of said it, you talk to your sister on the side. And then if you want to check his temperature, that's cool. But you can't respond emotionally like I'm a beat boy to fuck up. Because at the end of the day, the raw truth is, at the end of the day, it's her choice to make. And even if they would have fought, she's still gonna fuck with him after that anyway. So
now,
you gotta
time out for 1 second. I don't think he literally meant like beat his ass. I think that was being dramatic. But I think he more or less wanted to emphasize the fact that he wanted to press this dude to see exactly like what's your intentions, because I think in today's day and age, like I hate when people bring up the examples of other countries. We are here, the culture and the traditions are the way they are. I think in our day and age, it is unnatural for a man to want somebody 20 years their junior and want a long-term relationship and build with a 21-year-old.
That's not unnatural, bro. That shit been happening since after slavery.
We're not talking about in the past. We're talking about right here in today's time.
Right here, right now.
But you said in other countries, that shit happens in America.
You're not listening. Joe, I don't give a fuck what's going on in other countries. We're talking about right here, present day in America. We're not talking about our grandparents, our parents. We're talking about in our age group, present day. It is weird. Joe, if you brought a shorty out and she was 15 years younger than you, I'm going to look at you crazy. Where the fuck did you even meet her?
Like low key pedophile.
I was at a party and this one girl, it was New Year's Eve. She said it was her birthday. I said, "Oh, I'll buy you a drink because this is one of your first legal drinks." She was 21. She asked for my phone number. I'm like, no. I was on the phone with Nikki, and this was 16 years my junior. She said, "My nigga, you know you old enough to be her dad?"
Yo, I got 20-year-olds trying to holler. No, ain't happening.
I think that's weird to want to date somebody that much younger than you.
Ain't happening.
I agree with Kyle Young. At 41, what he already established, what can he offer her? So in my mind, it's like you trying to take on this figure of
no, that's not what he said. He said by 41, he should be established. So what can she really offer him
other than ass? That's what I'm saying. So he's you how I feel.
So now he's using her for ass?
Again,
I can pay the 40. I don't need no long-term relationship with I can pay the 40.
You can pay the 40.
Why would you want somebody that's 20 years younger? Why?
Yeah.
What do you see? What do you see you building a life with somebody 20 years younger?
Mine idea.
All right, time out. One person at a time. Big Exclusive. Go ahead.
Here's the thing that y'all missing. Y'all putting y'all personal preferences, y'all hanging them on this situation that's not y'all personal. It's not about y'all personal preference. We don't know how they met, how they crossed paths. We don't know what they had in common. We don't know exactly what it is that made them fall for each other. So at the end of the day, those are questions that we need answered before we can pass judgment. for y'all to think it's so wild, and for you to say low-key pedophile, that's crazy to me. Because this
I
woman
wouldn't say
isn't
pedophiles,
underage.
but I think it's wild.
She isn't underage. We don't know how this girl look or none of that. And
I don't think it's
Ryan,
pedophile.
JK, y'all can sit on this motherfucking podcast and cap all y'all want. But if we see her in the street and she 22 and she badder than the motherfucker, built exactly the way you like it, nigga, you taking the number.
I'm not taking the number if she's that age.
The fat Faison liar.
I wouldn't date nobody.
Personally, I'm not talking to no dude that's 21.
It's her choice. I wouldn't date nobody that young. But I'm just saying, it's
Neither
her
would
choice. I was going off of what Ant was saying about how the brother approaches. I'm only saying you can't automatically say it's just predatory just because of the age range. Now, that's why I was saying you got to check on the temperature. If you feel like boys on some more other stuff, you pull your sister to the side and be like, yo, I don't like this dude. I don't like his vibe. This is and the third. But I was just saying not to come at him aggressively. That's what I was saying.
No, I don't think the brother should come at him aggressively. I think
I think he was speaking figuratively. I think he was speaking figuratively when he said it. I think it was just the initial reaction was just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's natural for somebody to ask what your intentions, regardless of the age gap. It's natural for an older sibling to be protective of their younger sibling, point blank.
Right, I agree.
It's natural to be like, yo, what's up? Like, what's your intentions with my sister? You know, whatever the case is, it's natural no matter the age gap. I'm just saying, at 40 years old, what are you doing with the 21-year-old? Like Shannon said, you don't know what they have in common. What can you truly have in common with a 21-year-old at 40? She don't have. I'm not gonna say she don't have a career because she probably could be very well educated. I don't know, but she's just starting out and she's just blossoming. You don't truly start to understand who you are until you in like your 30s. You have to go through those relationships.
And I'll actually say your 40s.
Relationships. I don't wish that on anybody, no matter the age, traumatizing relationship. But you have to be around people your age and learn and do all these things. At 40 years old and at 21 is not very much that y'all connect on. Like
at 40 years old, you should be somewhat established. I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect. You should be somewhat established. There are not many 21-year-olds that even got a firm standing. You still really trying to figure it out. Most of us don't even know what path we trying to go down. I cannot.
Yo, that's the second time, yo.
Yo, that's
the second time.
Why did it have my name on it?
Why did it say Ron Harrison?
Why did it have my name on it?
That's the type of porn you like.
Sabotage my shit.
Yo,
I think that's a good place to wrap things up, you guys.
Damn, I can't get about the
It has been a pleasure. This has been a dope conversation. I appreciate the fact that nobody got a clear point across. It created the violence that I was looking for.
I didn't get to drop my point.
I don't think you can after that video.
Right?
No, like that pretty much is it.
Ron, I'll start with you. Ron, give your final word.
I think so. Like, I'm speaking as a dad. There's no way. I got an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old both legal. There's no way they can come to my house and introduce me to a 35, 40-year-old boyfriend. That's just not gonna fly. But they would never do that because of how I raised them. But also, me as a man, and back to what Shannon was saying, I don't care how good she looks. The minute I know your age, I'm immediately I'm already turned off and discouraged from talking to you because, again, we have nothing in common. Like, there's nothing we can relate on. And at 37, I will run circles around you because you're not experienced enough mentally, physically, emotionally. I will run circles around you. So I'm kind of with Nikki. I think it's disgusting. I think any man that's messing with anybody that's 20 years junior, it's fucking disgusting. And you probably should go to jail or it's giving pedophile.
All right, Ron, appreciate you as always coming through, good brother. And honestly, Big Exclusive said it earlier. I wasn't sure if he was tuned in. I can't wait for you to drop that episode.
Yeah,
that episode is going to be fire. That episode is going to be fire. I'm looking forward to that. But salute, good brother. Are you out on an island somewhere? It looked like it's daytime over there.
I'm at work. I'm at work.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
at the
Airplane
airport.
Ron in the building. Are you gonna show us the work? Hey, we already gonna get this episode deleted because of that porn shit.
Hey man,
but
hold on.
but appreciate it, Ron.
Hold on,
Salute
wait.
you, brother. All right, J King, your last thoughts.
I just want to say the one thing about the Kendrick John, because big exclusive. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying on the hip hop tip. But my thing is, when it comes to nowadays, when it's like we got to stop looking at raps through a 2020. We got to look at it through a 2024 lens and not a 90s lens. The 90s lens, when dudes was beefing, they had an actual problem. That my thing is, if Cole and Kendrick is homies, it's just like me and Ant. If Ant come out of nowhere and just diss me, right? And then I just come back and be like, well, fuck you, fuck your mom, this, that, and the third. That nowadays, it ain't like back in the day when you put the music out, it's gonna last long. Now you got social media, then you got all types of things encompassing on top of that. So I cannot J. Cole for being like, bro, like you my man. Even if you listen to 7 Minute Drill, he ain't really want to diss him. He was just like, bro, you doing this for attention. You my man. So I can understand if you want to say stuff about his aunt and stuff like that, it can get messy. And being that it's the internet,
He said something about his aunt.
That's how it can get. That's all, my bad.
All right, but appreciate it, good brother. I'm due for an episode because I feel like going over there to argue with sis.
You already know, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, appreciate it,
y'all,
brother.
everybody.
All right, have a good night.
All right.
Yo, he lucky I can't edit no shit off of this show because it's fucking live. Fuck everything he just said. If you my brother and you throw a shot at me, I'm gonna throw a shot back. If I slap the shit out of you, there's no reason I should be able to say, sorry, bro, didn't mean to do that. No, slap the shit out of me twice. Ugh, I hate these new niggas.
Ant take a shot at me on this podcast every week.
Every week. You the permanent, you the ass eater.
He take a shot every week. I don't feel no type of way. I come back live, I'm gonna take a shot. That don't mean when Ant get to the city, we not gonna go get bottle service and all. That don't mean none of that. If we brothers and we got friendly competition, I want to whip Ant ass in the ratings every week.
I'm glad I'm not the only one to go check.
I want to whoop his ass every week. So at the end of the day, I'm not looking at it through a 90s lens. I'm looking at it as it's ingrained in our DNA to want to be the best at whatever it is that we do. That is eternal. There's no timestamp on that.
For sure. I have been in my new job. I have been in my current job for maybe about 3 months now. I just told a nigga that's been working here for 10 years, I'm better at this than you. That's the type of competition. Yes. Everybody in the office was like, shit. Yes, I said it. And I stand for it.
And you just might be, because I've been in a current situation where I just hired somebody who I felt as though was better than everybody else that has been there for years.
I think honestly, in any aspect of life, if you're not trying to be the best father, if you're not trying to be the best boyfriend, the best work, what are you really doing?
What are we doing?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
What are we
doing?
Let's get it.
But Tiff, your final words?
My final words are this: thank you for having me on your platform. I enjoy the conversation as usual.
Appreciate it.
As far as sex parent, I want to apologize to everyone. I'm handling some personal things that require my undivided attention. And because of that, I'm not able to give my 100% to my project, which people that know me know I don't do things half-assed. So I want to do something and give you a product that not only that I can stand behind, that my CEO can be proud of, that this network can be proud of, and just believe that when Sex Parent comes, and it's going to be very soon once everything is finalized, it's going to be something that you're never going to forget.
Yeah, can we have an episode where we discuss my sex tape? We'll release it on the members only, and then we can come have an episode where we discussed it. Because Big Exclusive already gave me the breakdown. Huh?
Send it to me first, because I'm gonna have to take some notes on that.
It's gonna be a gift.
To be able to ask you.
I got the moves, Mick Jagger.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Thank you.
Tiff, appreciate you being here tonight. Nick, appreciate it as always coming through. I like the healthy amount of balance that we had on this show tonight. It was really therapeutic.
I enjoyed this show a lot tonight. I stand by how I feel about the 20-year age gap. It is always a pleasure, as always. And whenever you need me to come back, I will be here. Make sure you guys shop Worthy Loves, www.worthyloves.com, and follow me on IG, Worthy.Loves, for all your self-care, self-love, self-worth needs. I talk to you guys. I don't know if you're going to bring me back next week, but before.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
You'll see me in the next, between now and the next 4 weeks.
All right. Appreciate it, Nick.
Don't leave just yet. Don't leave
Don't.
just yet.
Okay.
Don't leave just yet. It's my turn, Ant.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry.
You stay dropping people. I'm happy. I
love it. I love it.
Listen, real quick, it's a couple things I want to do real fast. First, Ant, flowers, bro. I want to salute you for being a stronghold on the network, holding shit down while I experienced some medical issues. I'm finally coming around to form. I hope to be back Tuesday. Fingers crossed. I'm feeling a lot better than I was. I was able to go down, do a super dope episode of A Safe Space for Men with Ryan. And salute to Ryan. We talked behind the scenes trying to get him over to the network. Nick, that's why I wanted you to stick around. We got to finish developing that situation for you. I love your personality. I love your energy. It's infectious. Even we agree to disagree, we still homies. We still friends. Trust and believe that I hold you in high regard. Got a lot of respect for you. And I like you as a person. You know what I mean?
Oh, gosh, she's going to have a big ass head after this is done.
Yeah, but no, I want Nick on the network. I feel like it's a safe space for her. I think she got some great ideas. We've been discussing. We got to get back to it. Again, sorry if I fell off. I've been dealing with a lot. When I say a lot, it's been like a lot. But I really want you on the network. I want to get with you and Tiff and kind of figure out this concept, polish it up, and make sure you coming. So we got Ron coming, hopefully Nikki coming, Unlatched with Deandra is coming back. But Ant been holding this shit down.
Listen, I'm just doing my part.
Bro, like I can't say thank you enough for keeping us relevant and doing these really good shows. Even with shows like tonight, it shows that people are interested in having those hard conversations and can do it respectfully and still be friends afterwards. That's the kind of shit I love. And also, I'm working on distribution for all the shows to be available on every podcast platform, every audio podcast platform available. We already available video, but I want to make everybody, I want to get distribution for everybody podcast audio, so you can say Alexa or whoever, Siri, play the Ant Money Experience, and all of that shit will pop up. So I'm working on that now. Wouldn't have been possible without Ant being a stronghold for the big exclusive network. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you, and I love
a problem. I'm just being I appreciate it. I'm just being a team player. The way, I mean, as sometimes we gonna all have to, we gonna need help. I don't look at it as I did anything out of the ordinary that I wouldn't expect y'all to come through. And I mean, like tonight, I really appreciate y'all coming through and giving me your time. Like, I don't take it lightly at all that y'all willing to put time aside to, I mean, it's easy to just watch and keep like doing whatever you're doing, but to actually come up here and be a co-host, I definitely appreciate that. Yo, we definitely need to, I mean, it's getting nice outside. We definitely need to plan a link up, a game night or
game night would be
we need to figure something out. But as always, Ant Hive, thank you for coming in to check me out every Thursday. See y'all next Thursday. I'm gonna figure out this issue with my equipment that I'll make sure that y'all don't got this ashy ass camera, because y'all talking about my hands. It's not my hands, it's the camera. That's what we're gonna go with. But as always, appreciate y'all coming through. Great conversation tonight. Peace and blessings, y'all.